I know George is tied up, but I just want to add, on behalf of the legislature, our respect for what's being done here today. We've got an individual showing what one person can do, and in George's case, he's already shown what one person has already done. I mean, George has worn out more pairs of shoes than most of us will wear in a lifetime, and I think in the most genuine way possible, one person is going to put that fact step by step all the way around Canada, and I'm very, very proud to have George as a member of our riding, somebody who's already done what he's done, and just as a real, decent human being. He's not glorifying himself, he's not making himself out to be a hero, he's not saying he's perfect, he's just saying this is something that needs to be done, and he's the guy that's going to do it. And I think it's an appropriate thing that he's here at the legislature to get some respect from the people that really need to see this done. We've been flummoxed how to get organ donations to take place, and here's one guy with the support from a lot of people, we hope, around the province, who's going to show us how it does get done.
And it's and she's the mother of the 20-year-old that was killed in a car accident in December of '99. And while I was going through this area last year, I think she heard about what I was doing, because it was at that time that she told her parents about organ donations and that she wanted to become a donor. And 4 months later, she lost her life. And because of we don't have a registry, her organs didn't get donated. And the parents afterwards were extremely upset about it, you know? And I talked to them about it, and they are just 100% behind this registry, and they're a main reason, like it, you know, a main reason why we should have it. So I want you to. I told her that you're out here, and we want to see if you can possibly interview her, but she's still very sensitive. You know, it hasn't been too long still, like, you know.
Oh, they called you in the last...
She's still being tested, and if the testing is compatible, then we will be having her surgery possibly in late November, so we're looking forward to that.
I have what's called PSC, it's a liver disease. I was diagnosed at Christmas, and my doctors say I have about, well, a few years to come before I definitely need a liver transplant.
That's correct.
What worries me the most right now are the statistics as far as organ
help save a lot of lives. It's going to get us through a very hard, cold winter.
Help out that way, they could be saving the lives of
And this is the machine to do it. Encouraging every.
Today is day 168 of a 527-day journey. We visited over 135 cities and towns. I've walked over 3,000 kilometers in the province of Ontario. And we've been creating a very, very positive atmosphere and response to get people's attention about this shortage of organ and tissue donation.
Are going to pass away unless organs become available. And that's what this whole trip across Canada is all about. We're going to be going to another 400 cities and towns, and we're going to be bringing a very important message to each one of these cities and towns so that we can get more people to become organ donors.
And there's men, women, and children that are on these waiting lists. And we got to give them a fighting chance to survive. They're all waiting for organs. And Brandon and Miranda are going to come on all year to help us do that. Now, you guys are coming on to help, not because we have the Hummer, right? Yes. Okay. It's going to be a lot of hard work while they're out there. It's taken a big commitment from these two students to do that. Their families have agreed to it 100%. That was very important to happen. And, you know, they're determined to finish this and complete the whole year and then come back eventually to Fort Frances next year. That's your plans, right? Yep. So what I want to do at this time is draft them. And we have two sweaters that I want to present. Brandon, if you'll come up here first. Yep. Put this on. And Brenda.
And I think that your response to that was, as I understand it, I want to say thank you to the donor and the donor's family for saving my life. This is a small sacrifice on my part, a precious gift.
I think we need to really give this message out to all three levels of government, saying that this is an important cause and we need your attention and we need you to address this. There can't be anything more important than life. And so it's not a reflection on our country of why we're so low. Our government hasn't done enough. They have not taken this as a priority. This is why I'm screaming at each community to get their attention.
In our first segment, we bring you the story of George Marcello's journey across Canada. For the last 250 days, George has been on the road telling Canadians about the shortage of organ donations and the vital need for a national donor registry.
Actually, today is day 252. That's complete, as I've been calling it, and he has today. So we were presently supposed to be in Coaldale, but we made the arrangements in Coaldale to have someone else carry be present for me there, and we needed to attend this because it's a big highlight of the whole campaign.
This is for the moment thing that he's here when you're sorting in the neighborhood.
Yes, it is. Yeah. You know, as Mr. Rock has mentioned, he's been following my campaign, and you know, he was hearing what I was saying, and you know, along with other groups and organizations, and he's stepping up to the plate. You know, and I looked at his agenda and his plans. It's right on the money. You know, it's exactly the things that we need to be addressing and taking care of, and you know, this is a very, very happy day for Canadians.
All I needed. Thank you.
Of a donated organ, whose life was renewed as a result, and has been spending the last few months walking across the country, carrying a torch, talking to families and Canadians along the way, bringing home the point that we should all be aware of the importance of organ donation. George Marcello, congratulations and thank you for what you've done.
Thank you, George. There you go, George.